Welcome to IGSS Online Training. I'm Per Fredriksen from 7 Technologies Denmark, and I'm here to present our SCADA system, IGSS. This is lesson 23, IGSS Dashboard. In this session, I'll give you an overview of the new application IGSS Dashboard, which was introduced in version 8 of IGSS. First of all, we'll talk about the goal of the dashboard. We will compare the IGSS dashboard with traditional mimic diagrams. I'll show you how to auto-start the dashboard, and I'll go into the details of how the operator will use the IGSS dashboard. And then finally, we will show you how you configure the dashboard. The IGSS dashboard has been designed to provide the overview, to provide the operator with a quick overview of the process. So the intention is that the operator tells the system designer what he wants in the IGSS dashboard, and then we build it up from there. Also, we wanted to provide analysis tools to the operator so that he can determine the right corrective action. When he's looking at his dashboard and he can see that something is wrong, he should be able to tell exactly what should be done to correct the situation. Finally, the IGSS dashboard is also a feature that non-IGSS users can benefit from, because a non-IGSS user can use an IGSS dashboard without having an IGSS license, because the only thing we need is an ODBC connection, so it is not charged as a normal IGSS operator station. If we compare the IGSS dashboard with the traditional mimic diagram, we can say that the IGSS dashboard focuses on the key process values, whereas the mimic diagram focuses on the physical process setup. The IGSS dashboard is thus shaped by the user's experience. It is the user, the operator, that determines what should go inside the IGSS dashboard, whereas when we're looking at the mimic diagrams, it is the physical world that determines what should go into the diagram. So the goal and intention is to provide the operator with a quick overview here in the dashboard, and then he can get all the details in the mimic diagram. Let's see how we can auto-start the IGSS dashboard. Go into the System Configuration module, which you find in the Start menu. In the System Configuration module, on the Startup tab, we will select the checkbox called Dashboard under Auto Start. So select this checkbox and notice that the ODBC server is also enabled, and the ODBC server must be enabled, otherwise you get no data in the IGSS dashboard. Select File, Save and Exit to close the System Configuration program. Let's activate the dashboard. We can double-click the dashboard icon in the Start menu, and what we see on screen now is the pump station dashboard that we have designed for our demo configuration. It contains log data, graph data, it contains snapshot values over here on the right side. These are some important objects that we have highlighted here. We have a webcam showing the physical pump station out there, and we even have a weather forecast here at the bottom. And the user can even double-click the title bar here or the maximize button. He can go into details and look at the detailed weather forecast for this period. Right. Otherwise, the operator will just use the dashboard by going into the period drop-down box here, selecting the period, this week, today, or user-defined period at the top here. So he has lots of options here. Let's see how we configure a real dashboard. First, we go into the Supervise module so that I can explain which diagram I want to use. We'll go into the one called, the area called Training. We'll go into More Diagrams, and we go into Beverage. Now, on the beverage diagram, we have tank 2 and we have tank 1 over here, and we want to put those into our dashboard because these are two very important objects on the beverage diagram, the tank levels. We go into the dashboard application, and in order to configure, we need to go into configuration mode. Click the application button, click on configuration mode, Now we're in configuration mode, and we say add new on the dashboard because we want to add a new dashboard. This one we call beverage production. And now we can add the widgets we want. There are 7 different widgets that you can see up here. We want to add a couple of snapshots. I hold down the Shift key to add multiple widgets. Snapshot, and one more snapshot. I want a graph, and I also want a audit trail, and that's it. So let's pull them out individually. The snapshots we can keep at the top here, like this. We can resize them exactly as we want. Up here, the audit trail we'll put at the bottom, like this, and maybe we want the graph over here on the right side. So we have some good spacing for this. Let's take the snapshot first. Now, if we click on one of these, widgets, we can see that it's highlighted, and we can now decide what should go inside the snapshot widget. Select, and we wanted to look at the tank. So I make a filter here called tank, and I can see the tank levels. Tank 1 actual value, that's what we want. Double click, and we can see the current value of tank 1. Let's do the same for tank 2. Highlight the other snapshot widget, select tank 2, and again we choose actual value. The audit trail, we don't need to do anything about that because it's already included and we can see the information here. Maybe we wanted to look at the type, so we can just include that option up here in the ribbon. We can also put in the object name, etc. So in that way we can make it a little bit larger and put in some more fields. Right. The graph, finally, what we do here is we simply go to the objects section of the ribbon, click add, and then we include the objects that we want. For example, again, tank 1 and tank 2, actual value, double click, and it will show you this tank. If we add one more object, tank 2, we can see that that object will also be included with another color, of course, in the graph. We can change all these settings in the ribbon. Now we got a red color for tank 2. So let's view the final dashboard as the operator would see it. So we go into the application button again and we switch back to view mode. We save the changes and there you go. Now he only has the period selection. That's the view mode in the IGSS dashboard. If you want to go further into the IGSS dashboard, please refer to the help file that comes with the application. Let's just click on it so that you can see it. Here it is. It takes you through all the different procedures. Or you can also go to our website where we have further information about the IGSS dashboard. Thank you for listening.